Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my first budget video that I'm ever doing. I've been watching a lot of budget videos and they have inspired me. Budgeting is something that I feel like I do it, but I do it not really seriously. It's not something that I do seriously. I just write a few figures here and there. But I've decided that 2024 is the year that I really look at my finances seriously and really budget so I can tell my money where to go to. And watching a lot of videos, I've been watching a lot of budget videos on YouTube and also on social media that people share. And I have never seen anyone. I'm an immigrant living in a European country, and I have never seen anyone share black tax in their budgets. This is something that if you grew up, mostly if you are from a black family, or I think most immigrants know about this. The meaning is even on Wikipedia. It's something I even Googled. Black tax is a term that originated in South Africa, which refers to money that black workers, especially professionals and others with higher income, give to their parents, siblings, or other family members, often out of obligation or deeply ingrained sense of family responsibility. So, being an immigrant living in a European country, I feel the obligation or the financial responsibility towards my family. The way I was raised is that we help each other. And when one is in a difficult situation, knowing back in our African countries, for example, the country where I come from, there's a lot of struggle, and our social system does not exist. The only person who you can look to when you need help is your family or close friends. And just so that to help my family break out of this poverty, I would say this legacy of poverty, I am supporting a family member while he is in school. School is so important because I know with education opens up so many doors. So I believe that in helping this one family member, they will in turn also be able to help other family members. So it's not only me, but there are others also. And that's exactly how I was also assisted and helped with my education, which helped me to be where I am. So, long story short, this is the budget of an immigrant who includes black tax in her budget. Let's start. Some more information about I am married and I have children. We contribute towards our family expenses. So I'm only sharing my side of the budget, my personal budget. And I am self-employed, I am employed, and I also have a side hustle. So let's start. That was a long introduction. Let's start. So this is the budget for January. I hope you can see. I'm very late in doing my budget. It's already the 15th of January, but I want to do it. Even if I'm late, I still want to do it. There are already some expenses that have already been paid for, but I just want to do it so that the following months I can always look back to it. It is never too late to start. So, hope you can see. I'm just using my bullet journal. So this is January. Yeah, hope you can see. So let's start with my income. My income from my self-employment is 1,617. Then my income from being employed, the income from self-employment, this amount varies because it depends on the number of hours that I manage to do per month. And in December, because this is the amount, the figures that I got from December, I took 2 weeks off. So that's why this amount is really low. And as self-employed person, I don't get paid time off, unfortunately. So the income from employment, I get, this is fixed, I get 490. Then the income from my side hustle is, this also varies because it also depends on the amount of hours, is 440. So altogether is 2,547. That's the total income. That I received in December. So let's start with rent and food contribution. Which is a fixed amount of 1,000. Then I have my car payment, is 300. Then I have a business loan that I'm repaying, and because I'm self-employed, I just lump up my expenses because, yeah, I am self-employed. I have to cover all the expenses. Maybe I have 2 bank accounts, so it's all separated, but when I do the budget, I just like it to be all together. So the business loan is 200. Then if you're from an African country, it's something that we call it a merry-go-round, where you come together as friends, together in a group, and you contribute a fixed amount per month, and every month this goes to one person. So it's like one person receives the lump sum amount, then the next month it's like a merry-go-round. So together with a few friends, we do it here, and let's just call it club contribution, is 100. Then we have black tax, which in my case is for education purposes, is 1,400. I have therapy, which for me is very important, is 30. I budget for 30. Then we have investment. I invest. There's a certain platform where you can trade in shares. So I usually try and put at least 50, contribute around 200 euros. But seeing the way from this year, I would want to reduce it because I want to build up on my emergency fund. So it will be 100. Then we have insurance for my self-employment is 107 euros. Then we have savings, 50 euros. This actually, it should be more, but this is what the minimum that I save. I have a minimum amount that I save, so if I earn more, then I always add, but this is the minimum amount. Then I have the invoice system that I use to write invoices. It's 35 euros. Offerings, I don't know if you call them offering for church. I'm a Christian, 20 euros. Then I have bank charges. Of 10 euros. So let's add this up. We have a total of 3,352 euros. As you can already see, there's a big difference. But this is also because I was on hold. I took time off work, so I would probably have to pull out of my savings to cover the extra expenses. Then when we go to the variable expenses, we have fun. Here I've put 50 euros. Subscriptions, I've really tried to bring down my subscriptions for January by cancelling a few. So what is remaining is Audible, which is very important because I love my main hobbies. So that's 24 euros. Then there is the podcast. I have a podcast, so the podcast hosting is 12 euros. So actually it should be here. I think next time I will put it on the fixed expenses. Then I have a calling card, which is like telephone expenses. This month I've budgeted for 8 euros, and that's it because I had Patreon, but I just cancelled Patreon. This month I can't afford it, so this is 44. So we have a total of 44. So if we add the 44 to the 3,352, we get a total of 3,404 euros. So we have an income of 2,005. Oh, let me move. 2,547 expenses of 3,404, which gives us 3,404 minus 2,540. Deficit of 8, so that I can cover my expenses. So this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to start budgeting, so that I can actually see what I spend on and what I can reduce on. Because just by doing this budget, I've already unsubscribed to Patreon, which saved me almost 20 euros, and I can see what I have to work with. This is crazy. This is really crazy. And just by looking at my fixed expenses, I can see that I do not have a spending problem. I couldn't call it that. What I think I have is an earning problem, because whenever the self-employment amount changes, it really messes up with my income. So this is what I need to work on, so that I can have a fixed amount of income. Being self-employed and having variable and income that fluctuates makes budgeting really difficult. But I just want to have, like this picture, it just shows me exactly how my finances look. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and I will post again hopefully at the end of the month, when I will be doing the February budget.